Well, it's the final concert of the season for the Lima Symphony Orchestra on Saturday, and we're going to feature some of our own local talent and some new music. And joining us today to tell us more about it, we've got Andrew Crust, of course, music director and the maestro of the orchestra. So thanks for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so it's kind of like, wow, we're going to end on a big note, right, with this season finale. So let's first talk about the new piece, and we're featuring someone from the symphony, right?
That's right. And, you know, I just want to say, first of all, it's the end of the year. It's a time for celebration. And I want to remind your audience how lucky we are to have this incredible orchestra. And I'm sort of in that world. I sometimes forget. But live music is everywhere, but not with 70 musicians on the stage, professional musicians. They come from all around the state. These are just wonderful players and playing in perfect synchronization acoustically, right? It's like nothing you've ever heard, and we really cannot exist without a really strong and healthy, vibrant audience. And so we're so happy with our audience. But season finale, this is a time to bring people who have never been before.
Right,
it's really a celebration, and we created a really special program for that. Our principal flute, Erin Torres, and her husband have commissioned, and we've commissioned a brand new piece. It's going to be given its world premiere by a friend of mine, Evan Williams. He's also going to conduct the piece. It's called Waves Upon Waves, Like Mountains. Did I switch it around?
Mountains upon
mountains, like waves upon waves.
Yes.
It's a concerto for flute and saxophone. And it's just so special when it's a new piece that no one has heard before.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously you've heard it because you guys have had to practice. So do you feel like you're in mountains and waves? I mean, is that a feel of nature in this song, or what's it like in
Absolutely.
this piece?
It has these sort of undulating musical ideas, and it's very fluid and it has a lot of motion, and it's a really beautiful piece that fits those instruments quite well. And it's a very colorful program in general. I'll point out another piece we wanted to celebrate, of course, the eclipse coming, and hope to, you know, if you've got friends and family coming and you need something to do the weekend before, come out and see this. We've got a piece called Sinfonia for Orbiting Spheres by Missy Mazzoli. She's a living composer, and it's all about the movement of celestial bodies, and the orchestra sounds like that. It sounds like these giant bodies are moving around in a massive amount of space. Really, really cool thing. And then, of course, the triumphant finale is the Dvorak's 7th Symphony, which is sort of an epic journey from like Beethoven's 9th, which you just saw on the screen, from darkness to light. And it's just a really wonderful way to finish out the program.
Wow, so it is a big celebration. It sounds like a really big concert with some new music and classic stuff too.
That's right, and we open with a little hors d'oeuvre, which I think people might know. Maybe don't know it by name, but Fauré's Pavane. It's a beautiful piece that just kind of warms you up for an evening of wonderful music making.
All right, and so we need to get our tickets because it is this Saturday. As you said, people are coming to town. This is a perfect time. Head to the Civic Center, enjoy the symphony, and then, you know, kick off your weekend with all the eclipse stuff that's going to be happening.
Absolutely.
All right, so get your tickets now. They're still available. You can get them earlier at the box office, right?
That's
on
right.
Saturday.
Yep.
Okay, all right. And speaking of Saturday, you're always busy because you head to the library in the morning. Let's talk about mornings with the maestro.
We have this educational program. We have so many programs, which I'm very proud of. And we're also going to the schools, 2 schools this week with the same program. This one is all about brass. So we have a brass quintet, and the students are going to learn about that, the young kids. The library, it's open to anybody. Honestly, we get more retired grandparents sometimes than we do young kids. So they're right there in front of the musicians, and they're going to be playing brass for them, showing them how the brass instruments work, playing just on the mouthpieces, maybe even playing on some tubes, some like garden hoses, which essentially that's what brass instruments are. So it's fun, it's educational, it's interactive. Bring your whole family to that on Saturday at the library.
Right, yeah, that's exciting stuff. The brass, I mean, they're so loud, and, you know, people recognize them, so it's kind of neat that you're featuring them this time.
That's right, right there in front of you. It's a really powerful effect.
All right, okay, so we're going to have fun with Maestro in the mornings on Saturday, and then head to the concert in the evening then.
That's right, please do.
Exciting stuff, and then, of course, we'll see you next year for the new season. Well, it's later this year, but the new season. I assume you've already been planning and...
Oh, yes, and we're announcing that actually at the concert, and then we'll put out some materials about that. We've got an incredible season lined up for next year, and so stay tuned on that. And subscriptions, I believe, are already open.
All right, excellent stuff. That's the best way to go, get a subscription.
That's
all right,
right.
Thanks, Andrew, for coming today.
Thank you very much.
All right, don't go away. We'll take a look at the weather forecast next.